Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are discussing all the books I read for the month of August and September. I read total of 8 books, 2 in August and 6 in September, and I'm in the middle of one book which I'm going to finish very soon. I have a lot of books to talk about, so let's get started. So the first book I read for the month of August was Death in Her Hands by Otesha Moshwegh. I read this for one of the reading blog which still is in progress. I have not finished that one yet and hopefully will be live by this month. Hopefully. I still have few books to read, so yeah, it is taking me a lot of time. I listen to this on audiobooks during my evening walks. So this is about this 72-year-old lady called Vesta who during her one of her morning walk finds this peculiar note about the murder of this girl called Magda, and this book follows Vesta and her inner monologues as she is trying to solve this mystery and making things in her head about who Magda can be and who can be her killer. This is a complete character analysis of this lady who is not a good person and she's an unreliable narrator. This book gets weirder as we further get into the book. I like the 75 to 80% of the book, but the last 25% of the book was a complete letdown. It got too weird for me. The things were too unexplained, so that was a letdown for me. This is my first book by Otesha Moshwegh. I liked her writing style, but the ending of the book was a letdown, so I gave this overall a 3 stars. So the next 3 books I read for one of my reading blogs. This was for my classics reading blog where I read 1984 in August, and I finished Mrs. Dalloway and Northanger Abbey in September. You can see my full thoughts about these books and my overall experience in this reading blog. I linked the reading blog here so you can go through it. Out of all these 3, my favorite was Northanger Abbey. So go check out the fifth book I read was Close Your Eyes and Count to 10 by Lisa Unger. This is also for the same reading blog which I'll be posting this month. I listened to this on audiobook and this was a disappointment. The premise was very interesting. It was about this hide and seek game, survival game where all these contestants, all these social media personalities are taking part, but the execution was very slow, was very disappointing. There are so many subplots within this book, and we are not exploring any one of them. This game started at the 60 or 65% of the book, and the first 60% of this book is all about the background of these characters, and we are following so many subplots and not exploring any one of them, so it was quite boring and it's so interesting premise. Execution was very disappointing, so I gave this one a 2 stars. Next book I read was Survive the Night by Riley Sager. September month was not a good month for mystery thriller. I really did not like this one also. This was my fifth book by him so far and my least favorite by him. I think so far all his books are either so-so or good, but this was very bad. I really did not like it. So we are following our main protagonist Charlie, who recently lost her friend to this serial killer in their campus, in their college campus, and she's not coping well and really not doing well in her college. So she decides to go back to her grandmother and decides to share ride with this stranger. She's starting to suspect that this stranger is a serial killer, and she's also someone who sees movies in her head, really is not able to grasp what is actual reality and what is the movie she's imagining. So she is a kind of unreliable narrator. Premise of the book really did not sit well with me. I did not like the foundation of the book, and the execution was even worse. You are banking on the fact that she's an unreliable narrator and making so many stupid choices, and that is your basis for the premise for the mystery to go on. So I did not like that. I saw other people's review for this book, and most of the thoughts were very similar. But unlike them, I did not mind the very final ending. But the plot twist before that ending was not something I really liked. So you are banking on the fact that Charlie sees movies in her head. So whatever she's thinking is whether if that is in her head or not, and you have to suspend so much of your disbelief to really get into this plot, which I was not able to do. And the execution was very boring. I finished this book very quickly because I really wanted to get over it and start the new book. I finished this only because I really want to read all Riley Sager's book. So that was really not a good experience. I gave this 1.5 stars. So next book I read was nonfiction Think Straight by Darius Foro. I am also posting the detailed review of this book very soon. So I will link that review on this video once it is uploaded. So you can get my detailed thought on this book there. Overall, it talks about how you can control your thoughts and how with practice you can get better and focus on thoughts which are beneficial or useful for you. So this talks about how you can control your thoughts and can decide on which thought you should focus on. It's a very short, crisp book about so many other things apart from thinking. The author talks about a lot of other things related to money, relationship, personal development. Overall, this is a very quick book. If you are really new to self-help books and this kind of topic, you can go for it. It's around 100 pages with a lot of drawings, so it is a very quick book. You can go back to few things if you like, but overall this is a very generic book. It does not explore too much into the practicality on how you can think straight, but give you a little direction and guide. So you can see my detailed review on this. I borrowed this for library, so it did not bother me that much, and I was able to get few of the things which were helpful for me. So I overall give this 3 stars. And last but not the least, I very randomly read A Matter of Class by Mary Bellog. So Mary Bellog is a well-known writer in historical romance. I have not read anything by her, but this was a novella and I really liked the premise, so I picked this one and it was a very quick read for me. I read this in my library and finished this in one sitting. We are following Reginald and Annabelle, who are neighbors. Reginald is from a wealthy family, but they have no status, and Annabelle is her family is poor, but she is daughter of an earl. So our heroine gets into this scandal which makes her disgrace in the society. Their father decided to get these two married to each other for their own agendas. Hero's father wants status and heroine's father wants money, so they decided to get these married against their wishes. When I went into this, I thought this will be an enemies to lovers, but there was a twist in this book and which really surprised me, and I really liked this one. This was a very quick read and so I really liked the couple, and so it was fun. I gave this 4 stars. Now I'm in the middle of this mystery thriller called Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. I am really liking it so far. I'm at 40% of the book. I'll be able to finish this in October. I'm really liking it and I don't know in which direction this book will go. So I will update you once I read that one. So that's it for the video. So these were few of the books I read for the month of August and September. Out of all these books, I will highly suggest you read A Matter of Class. You can also read the classics, though my favorite one was Northanger Abbey. So that's it for the video. I will see you in next video. Bye.